These are the mistakes I've made over the past few years that stopped me from gaining any momentum in life. My biggest mistake is that I didn't dedicate myself to something fully. I didn't give it my all. I gave it like 60 to 70% of it when I could have gone harder in things. There's two versions of myself, right? There's the post-breakup Gene, and then there's the pre-breakup Gene, right? They're two different people. Pre-breakup, I didn't really dedicate myself to something. I didn't give it all. I had to something. I didn't dedicate my life to something that was worth chasing, except a relationship. And that was my downfall. My downfall was dedicating myself to a relationship when I hadn't built anything for myself. I hadn't built shit, bro, and I was just dedicating my time to a relationship and trying to fix it and trying to make sure it worked when I should have been putting my all into building myself. Now, do I regret it? No, I don't regret it because it's my life. This is what happened. These are the events of my life. This is what God planned. That's why I'm saying there's two versions of myself. There's pre-breakup and then there's post-breakup. Post-breakup, I completely dedicated myself to physical fitness. I completely dedicated myself to growing a business. And now I completely dedicated myself to growing my personal brand. I'm completely dedicated to this shit, bro. Like, nothing is going to stop me except death until I get there. All defeat is psychological until death. Remember that, guys. That's a fire thumbnail right there, guys. I'm not going to lie. I love the yellow headlights so much. It's just, you know, I like my car, I'm wrapping it matte gray. And I need something to like pop. Like, I need a color that pops, and that's what the headlights are for. I guess I can rephrase it. My biggest mistake was that I dedicated my time to the wrong things. I dedicated my time to a relationship. And when you're a young man with nothing, the last thing you should be doing is that. Now, I'm not saying don't dedicate yourself to a relationship. I'm saying have a base, have a good base before you do that. That was my mistake. I had no base. I shouldn't have been dedicating myself to a relationship when I had nothing. Like, that doesn't make sense, guys. That doesn't make sense. And like, walking this path of dedicating yourself to something worthwhile, it's just worth it. Post breakup, I've said this many times, I dedicated my life to Amazon. And that's where I got the ball rolling. Amazon was just a vehicle for growth. And even if it wasn't like the most financially successful endeavor of my time ever, I learned so much. I met some good people. It was a step forward. That's all I needed, a step forward. Now, my second biggest mistake is that I still fall to temptation. I still fall to lust. If a man isn't able to not kind of like control his lust, because in the Bible it says to run away from lust. So sometimes I choose not to run away. Sometimes I choose temporary pleasure over, you know, growth, I guess you could call it, because running away from lust is low-key necessary, bro. Like, I don't even have a good answer for that because, like I said, I'm still struggling with it, but I still fall to temptation. But there was a period in my life where I went like 6 to 8 months of just completely avoiding it and fighting it because I was so driven to build the best version of myself. And I'm still driven. I just have to be like stronger to fight it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, lust also affected my relationship a ton, right? Because I was watching hella porn, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And then that would take away from the relationship, right? Because if you're depleting your energy on a screen and then you go like meet up with your girl, y'all go on a date or some shit, like, bro, you just wasted hella energy on a virtual screen, bro. That's gonna affect your relationship a ton, bro. And your girl's gonna notice it. And that was one of the reasons like that relationship fell, is because I couldn't beat that porn addiction, bro. And I take full accountability. That's one of the biggest mistakes of my life. is not fighting hard enough. Sometimes I know I could have just ran away from lust, the lustful thoughts, but I entertained them. And then if you start entertaining them, you already fell. You already fell, bro. You already fell. And I know the best version of yourself comes with control of that, bro. If you're not controlling your lust and your energy, it's like you don't want to direct your energy to a virtual screen, right? You want to direct your energy towards something intentional, towards something that's gonna grow. You feel me? Like, energy is such a strong thing. If you just waste it on a virtual screen, it goes nowhere. If you take that energy and you put it into something, maybe a business, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's a piece of content. If you take that energy and you put it elsewhere, that energy can become something you could have never fathomed. It could be way bigger than just losing it to a fucking virtual screen, guys. So the point of this video is to be intentional with what you put your energy into. Put your energy into something that's gonna grow, into something that is bigger than you. It's bigger than black and white. I don't know why I thought about that song. And don't underestimate how strong your energy is. Don't put that energy into a virtual screen, bro. And making this video is gonna make me accountable, bro. Like, imagine I'm saying all this shit and then I go and I fall to lust. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be a fucking bitch, bro. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna run away from these lustful thoughts, and I'm gonna keep growing, guys. I'm gonna keep posting every fucking day, bro. Every fucking day, bro. We ain't on no Team 10 type shit. Why am I throwing such niche references, bro? Like, these references are way too niche. What am I doing? Oh my god, bro. Anywho, be intentional with your energy. Be intentional with your energy. Dedicate your energy into something worthwhile. Don't make the mistakes I did. Don't be hard-headed. Learn from my mistakes. I'll see you guys in the next video.